This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. We're doing another video review today. Today's flavor is called Hold It Up, and this is a universal app. It's a game for both the iPhone and the iPad, and as usual, when we have the preference, we kind of like to do handy-dandy iPad reviews just so we get to say, handy-dandy iPad review. So with that in mind, I don't really think this needs any other introduction, so I'm going to go ahead and slap it and get straight into things. As you can see, I was playing this earlier, so yeah, we like to show you the boot screen and stuff, but I will skip that today. So I'll just go back to the main menu really quick, and I'm going to mute this. It's got this nice groovy soundtrack that kind of gets old after a little while, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of it just so you can hear me better. We're a little narcissistic like that. But here's the main menu screen, and as you can see, you've got your main protagonist right here. He's a little cute gray seal, and he's decked out in all kinds of different sports gear. You can see all the different levels over here that you're going to be playing. And you've also got achievement buttons right here and a leaderboard. So you can hit the leaderboard, and then this is Game Center integrated, which is fantastic because it gives the game a little bit more competitive incentive. And it's just kind of fun to see how you stack up against, everybody else that's out there. So currently I'm in the top 25%, so if you guys are watching this at home and want to keep score, come beat my score. Feel free to do that. Also, there are achievements, which if you're like me and you're a total achievement hound, this is great too, because I always like to add more achievements to my Game Center account just because, it's kind of like Xbox Arcade. I just like that. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and show you the game right quick. I don't think I need to say anything else about that, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. There are 5 different levels here. You've got soccer, tennis, basketball, ping pong, and the moon, which is not a sport to the best of my knowledge. But they're all, the same gameplay mechanic lies behind each of these. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the soccer one just to give you an example. And the idea here is that you have a ball, and then you have the seal. And then your job is to drag him around and then help him bounce this on top of his head. Which actually makes sense that, a seal, tends to do this in circus acts and things like that using just his head. So it's quite a clever choice on the developer's part there. I kind of wondered why it was a seal, but now, it makes sense. And then you can see you've got this nice sprightly kind of graphic thing when you lose, so you don't feel too terribly about it. And then it's simple, just hit main menu where you can go back, and, or hit try again and then go back. And then try again, obviously. So that's the main gameplay mechanic here, and as you can see, the animations are fairly nice. The art style is nice as well. Each level is different in a fairly detailed way. I'm going to go ahead and crash this so I can show you another level. My favorite was actually the ping pong level, which for reasons beyond me is snow themed, but this is actually harder because the ping pong is a bit smaller, and it's kind of harder to land on his head. But, overall it is kind of a challenge to keep the ball alive, but as far as that goes, that is the only gameplay mechanic that's offered here. Really would have liked to have seen, special power-ups, or, maybe a difference between the levels as far as gameplay mechanic goes. Like, even the moon here, you've got a great opportunity to make the thing, float more, or do weird things, just to keep the game alive a little bit more, because once you've played this for, 10, 15, even 30 minutes, you're pretty much done with it, which is a shame, because, you've got these achievements and leaderboards along the bottom, but at the same time, I kind of wish there was even more incentive to keep going, because it is a great gameplay mechanic. This is based on a classic football drill, juggling a ball in the air with your head, but, I wish there was just maybe a little bit more, especially considering the art style is so great. It's cutesy, it'd be great for kids. Your kids are going to love this, and it will kill a few minutes in the queue if that's what you're looking for. So, it's worth noting, too, that Hold It Up is $1 in the App Store. So you're not going to be breaking the bank to get this. It is cheap, it's simple, it's easy to pick up. Your kids are going to love it if you're looking for a game for your kids to play, especially if you're waiting somewhere. You can just hand over your iPhone and say go, and they'll love it. But as far as, I still wish there was just a little bit more. So with that in mind, we're going to give Hold It Up a 3.5 out of 5-star rating just because of those reasons. There's a great opportunity to flesh things out here, especially in between levels, just to add power-ups or things like that. This is a great base. It's like coffee. It needs to have just a little bit more creamer, and sugar to fully burst into the thing it's, begging to be. So with that in mind, 3.5 for Hold It Up. And, yeah, that's all we've got to say about it. This has been Luke Patrick reviewing for the iPhoneAppReview.com. And as usual, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. You can check out our YouTube channel for, tons more video reviews just like this, or you can go to the iPhoneAppReview.com for heaps of written ones as well. So, thanks for tuning in, you guys, and we'll check you later. Bye.